Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I of course am the FPL train. Now game week 25 starts up tomorrow, so today I'm going to be revealing my team selection for game week 25, where we only got one free transfer, but I have already made it, and I'll reveal what that is a little bit later on. But before all that, let's look back on game week 24, which was quite a massive game week. A lot of high scores, a lot of people scored over 100 points. Myself was that included, but it didn't do any good for me at all. I still got a massive red arrow. Actually, it was quite a big red arrow in all fairness. I lost out. I was just over the 1 million mark. I'm now 1.2 million in the world. So yeah, it was quite a difficult game week really. And it all comes down to my massive... You know what? I hate Twitter. I had it down as triple captaincy, and I don't know why, but I fed into the news and went, you know what? Assistant manager is the best role. And like an idiot, I went with it, and I regret it massively. So I used the assistant manager chip, which, by the way, I really hate. I do hate it. I regret it, and I wish it wasn't here, because the fact that it's on for 3 game weeks, man, it's a pain in the backside. I just want to get rid of it. So at least it's going to be gone as soon as these 3 game weeks are up. But man, it's not worth it. If you want to have a manager in the game FPL, just have it all season. What's the point of having this stupid chip? But anyway, it did pretty well in all fairness. So David Moyes was my manager, obviously. And he scored 22 points, so he didn't actually that bad. He got 12 points in the Leicester game, and then 10 points last night against Liverpool. So at least he did do well, but it would have been much nicer to have triple captain Salah. But anyway, the worst thing as well, I can't even triple captain him for game week 25 because I've still got this assistant manager bloody chip. But let's go through this team then. So in goal was Martinez. Once again, no clean sheet for Aston Villa, and they actually got beat 2-0 against Wolves, which was quite a shocking, result. But I don't know what's going on with Villa this season. As soon as they play Champions League football, they just can't seem to win the Premier League, so that was disappointing. Virgil van Dijk got 7 points. He did get the clean sheet in the first game week for us, but the second game, disappointing last night. They conceded 2 goals, so that was surprising. And then Konate, so I did double up on Liverpool defence, got 6 points, so he obviously got the same. Well, he got 1 less point than Van Dijk, but same results, obviously. So that was disappointing because I did think they'd keep a clean sheet last night, but they didn't. And then Lewis Hall was very disappointed in getting just that 1 measly point in that surprising loss to Fulham, because it was at home and we all thought they were going to win. Midfield-wise, the Newcastle trend really didn't work, so Anthony Gordon only got 1 point. That was really disappointing. Cole Palmer got 6 points, so he did actually get, an assist in that game for Chelsea. I mean, it was quite a wild goal, but he got the assist, so he got 6 points for us. Morgan Rogers, disappointing. Aston Villa, just disappointing. I got nothing from him really at all. So that was, frustrating. Even though he played 90 minutes, of course, he had to get that yellow card. Mohamed Salah absolutely smashed it. 16 points against Bournemouth, 13 points against Everton, 58 points in total. If I had him as triple captain, it would have been a lot more. That was frustrating. And then I've not mentioned it yet, but Ahmad, who's got 2 points, I actually took a -4 hit, which obviously hasn't helped me. So instead of having 109, technically it was 105. I took Eze out because he was injured. I thought, you know what, sod it, I'll go in early. I thought Man United's fixture, what they had, I thought, you know what, Crystal Palace, yeah, he could probably get a goal there. Didn't happen, and that was a massive failure. So big regret there. So obviously the 2 transfers, I can't even remember how many transfers were in, but I brought Ahmad in, and it failed miserably. And then my strikers, were just awful, really. So Isak only got 2 points, so that was shocking. And then Watkins went off at half-time against Wolves with a groin injury, which is very frustrating, and hopefully he'll be fit for game week 25. So he only got 1, so 109 points. Technically it was 105. Big red arrow, but it was a miserable game week 24 for me. So this is how my team selection is going to be for game week 25. And starting us off is going to be my goalkeeper, which is of course going to be Martinez, who's actually got a double game week for 25. Liverpool and Aston Villa are double game week in game week 25 because they've got each other. I mean, it would have been nice if they had an easier fixture and they weren't against each other, but it is what it is. So Martinez is at home in both of his games against Ipswich and Liverpool, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. I have a feeling he's going to have a total of 3 points in this game. I hate that I got Martinez because Aston Villa at the back of him is shocking and I don't see much at all. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a back three yet again, consisting of Virgil van Dijk, Konate and Lewis Hall currently right now. I do have Colwell on the bench, he's got Brighton away. But I just fancy Lewis Hall, who's got Man City away. Because Man City, they're all over the place, man. So we could get an assist there for all we know. And of course, Virgil and Konate both have double game weeks, obviously. So Wolves at home and Aston Villa away from both. Anything could happen in those two games. So yeah, so far 4 plays there. 3 of them got double game weeks, so happy days there. And my one free transfer I have made is actually my assistant manager. So I've got rid of David Moyes. I didn't fancy it. Well, Everton's fixture for game week 25. I much preferred, Bournemouth. They have Southampton away. And that is the reason why I've gone for that. I've just played it safe, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. Knowing my luck now, Everton could beat Crystal Palace away. And Southampton will beat Bournemouth at home. So, I could have got this horribly wrong. But I've decided to go for Areola as my assistant manager for this game week. So, fingers crossed that one works out. It's going to be the same 5-man midfield it was in the previous game week. Hopefully, these guys do a lot better than they did in the previous one. So, starting us off, I've got Anthony Gordon. Man City away. He's currently classed as a knock. Fingers crossed he is fit to play because, like I've said, I've only got 1 free transfer and I've already made it. So it's going to be a nightmare if he doesn't play because my bench is very thin. I've only got Colwell that really plays. So I really could do Gordon starting. Rodgers obviously going to be playing for me. Double game week for him. Ipswich in Liverpool. Fingers crossed he does well there. Salah double game week. Obviously he's going to be my captain for this game week. I would love to triple captain him, but that stupid assistant manager chip lasts longer than 1 game week, which is a shame. But, I do think he's going to do well in this game week. Ahmad's got Spurs away. I mean, on paper, that's nice because Spurs don't defend, but Man United don't score goals. So, kind of regret bringing him. I'm not going to lie, especially when Eze came on the pitch the other day. That really pissed me off, if I'm being honest, because he said he's going to be out for some time. And then finally, Cole Palmer's got Brighton away. I mean, last time he played Brighton, he scored 4 goals. I don't see him doing that again, if I'm being honest. But I'm going to keep him in my team just in case. Then that leaves me in my 2 strikers then, in Isak and Ollie Watkins. So Isak's got a tough fixture against City. And Ollie Watkins is still currently down as having a knock. Obviously, I mentioned before in the video, he went off with a groin injury against Wolves. That was nearly 2 weeks ago now. He hasn't played in the FA Cup. He hasn't played in the Champions League. So I am very worried that he won't play against Ipswich at home. Fingers crossed, he does, because at the moment, because obviously with the way the fixtures are, it's going to be Brighton Chelsea tomorrow night. Big pain in the arse that is. Aston Villa don't play till 3 o'clock on the Saturday, so I'm not going to find out any team news before the deadline. So I'm going to gamble on keeping because, like I said, I've got 1 free transfer and I've already used it. So I'm going to be taking hits, and who do I bring in? I don't know. The fact that Aston Villa have a double game week, it's got to be surely worth a gamble. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm very worried because obviously he's currently got a knock. Gordon's got a knock. And I've only got really one substitution to bring on, and it's not a great one in all honesty. So, I mean, I'm having a dismal season in this season. Hopefully I can turn it around quickly, but it hasn't happened so far. 25 game weeks coming in, so it's not great. But yeah, that is how my team is going to be lined up ahead of this game week. So I do have 6 plays double game week, in which is a bonus. Fingers crossed one of them does play in Watkins though. Could be 5. But yeah, the team doesn't look too bad on paper there, but I have a problem. Well, I'm worried, but it's going to fail miserably. Anyways, let me know what you think of this team, and let me know what your teams are for this upcoming game week and what transfers you guys are thinking about doing. What transfers I should have probably done. And am I an idiot for using that assistant manager chip? I definitely think I am. Anyways, before it goes as well, please do not forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one.